everybody and welcome to the Formula 1 video. I'm SamuraiT-X, and when we last left off in Canada, Takuma Sato ended 3 straight races without a point and scored in Canada. So let's check how that affected the point standings, with Fernando Alonso leading Michael Schumacher by 15 points after Massa retired, so that moved him up to 2nd place. Montoya moved up to 6th as he scored a podium, and Sato moved up to 8th as he scored points, and Raikkonen's moved down to 9th. So those are the big movers heading into the weekend, as everybody else didn't really score after that. And as you can see, Ralf Schumacher, Jacques Villeneuve and Mark Webber all having disastrous starts that have yet to score this season. So we're going to now look at the constructors' standings, with Ferrari leading Renault by 2 points. That is an interesting battle right there, with Honda 3rd, McLaren 4th, Super Aguri 5th, with Toyota 6th, 7th and 8th are Red Bull and Toro Rosso. And let's check the others, because, well, the Super Aguri battle with Toyota is only 8 points, and we do need to outscore Toyota each time, because they have the superior car. But BMW, Sauber, Williams and Midland have not scored since Monaco. So without further ado, we're going to start the qualifying session with James Allen as we are ready to get underway at the Brickyard in Indianapolis. So James Allen, take it away. It's time to start the qualifying session.
Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the United States of America. The scene of much controversy in 2005, but today we're assured of a fantastic qualifying session. Session 1, the first knockout session, is about to begin. Nick Heidfeld starts his outlap, qualifying getting underway.
Thank you, James. So Nick Heidfeld has begun his qualifying session. Begins the qualifying session as he leaves the pit lane to ready to go around to start another lap. So it's time for us to do a lap. And here is our lap. We are currently 16th. We did make a mistake and it wasn't our bank lap, so let's not add that in. But here we are. We're ready to finish our best lap of the session, and we are looking on course to be in the second knockout session, and we've just about improved by 5 tenths. So that was good enough to go 14th. Question is, will it be good enough to make it out of the session?
We'll continue in a few moments with the second knockout session, where we'll decide grid positions 16 to 11.
And that was good enough as we are 14th and into Q2. So our good form in qualifying continues as Rosberg has taken the place of Mark Webber, who's normally out in Q1. And Jacques Villeneuve actually is normally out in Q1 as well. So yeah, the usual suspects are out with the Midland, Super Aguri and the Toro Rossos, but Rosberg has joined them. So we're going to go into the second knockout session, see how we will do. There is a red and yellow flag ahead, signaling oil, and we have gone over the oil, and that caused us to lose speed heading into this final start-finish straight. So that will probably cost us at least 4 tenths. So this is a great lap, and it's a 1 minute 14.7. That's a maximum we can produce, but we did lose at least 3 to 4 attempts after of not avoiding the oil. But this is our final attempt. We're currently 15th. Will it be good enough to be in the top 10 shootouts? We shall see, because we're about to cross the line, and I don't think it is, because we were slower in sectors 1 and 2, and it's not good enough because we're 1.5 seconds off the pace. We didn't even beat our personal best, which we are a second off it, so disappointment.
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
So that is us out of the qualifying session, as we do start 15th in the United States Grand Prix, and we are joined by Mark Webber, Jacques Villeneuve, David Coulthard, Christian Klein and Nick Heidfeld, who joined us out of Q2, who failed to make it to Q3. Ralf Schumacher was only a tenth ahead of Nick Heidfeld, so Nick Heidfeld's a very unlucky guy. But for now, we're going to check to see who got the top 10 and who's in pole position for this United States Grand Prix.
So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this. Great qualifying session. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you have too. Looking at the grid lineup, there seems to be a number of intriguing battles waiting to be resolved on race day. We look forward to sharing it with you. Goodbye.
And it's Michael Schumacher who is on pole position for the United States Grand Prix. He needs this pole position considering Fernando Alonso's lead is very significant at the moment. Alonso is second with Montoya third, Massa fourth, Button fifth, Fisichella sixth, Trulli seventh, Kimi Raikkonen eighth, Rubens Barrichello ninth, and Ralf Schumacher in 10th place. Race day should be exciting. We start 15th. Question is, can we continue our consistency in getting points? We shall see. We start 15th, but for now, we're going to make Martin Brundle talk about Indianapolis. We we know this will be a better race than 2005. So, yes, I'm pretty excited. So, Martin Brundle, you can take it away.
Thanks for joining us. You're in for a real treat today. We're at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the home of the US Grand Prix. There is no more famous track in the United States than this. Setting the car up here can prove a real challenge due to the fact that the track is half high speed and half tight corners. Do you put more downforce on for the added grip, even though it means lower top speed from the final corner down to turn 1? It's a real dilemma for the team's technical crew. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race.
Thank you, Martin, and we are on the grid. So yes, I forgot to say this, but this will be up in time before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, this race. So yeah, that's the upload schedule. I'm going to pull it immediately before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. But anyway, when the 5 lights go out, we will be racing here in Indianapolis, the Brickyard in United States. We hit the button on the accelerator, and it's time to go racing here. There's a great start by Takuma Sato, who's already got past Jacques Villeneuve and past the 2 Red Bulls already. My goodness, he's flying as he's gotten past both BMW Saubers and the both Red Bulls, and now it's Ralf Schumacher. So we're already close in the top 10, and we are in the top 10 as we overtaken 3 cars, Trulli, Raikkonen and Ralf Schumacher, and we're already in 7th place. My goodness, what a start. We moved up 8 places, and Fisichella is just in front of us, and we are going to try and overtake him as we are carrying more speed, and it's contact. No damage though, and Sato's ran wide, but he's made the move stick. That was very aggressive by Takuma Sato, and right in front of him now is Jenson Button, who's ready to be overtaken by Takuma Sato, who's not really had a great start. Button, it was a really slow start. And Montoya's in front of him, Sato's old arch nemesis, who got the better of him and got the podium in Canada. So it looks like the rivalry is not over there, and he's overtaken Button, and he's overtaken Montoya, and look, his contact with Montoya, and they're both off the track. My goodness, Sato needs to get back on the track, and he is back on the track, but Montoya's lost a lot of place, and we got a 6-second penalty. And we're about to overtake, and contact with Trulli, my goodness gracious me. And there's team radio from an angry Juan Pablo Montoya. My goodness, that language is very colourful by Montoya. But I can understand his frustration because the battles with Sato has in fact heated up since Malaysia. Malaysia is where it all began when Montoya retired. And then Australia, the same thing happened. He retired again in an attempt to overtake Takuma Sato. And then Canada, their battle resumed. Obviously Montoya got the better there. But this time in the United States, seems Sato got the better of Montoya. So it's revenge for Canada. So yeah, it's a brilliant start by Sato, who's moved up 11 places after lap 1 into 4th place. And he's got Jenson Button chasing. And Montoya has moved back up into 6th place after overtaking Jarno Trulli. We're going to skip ahead to lap 4 of this race. Nothing really happened between lap 2 and 3. And we got a penalty. It looks like a 1-second penalty. It is a 1-second penalty. And both Button and Fisichella have gotten past Takuma Sato, who was caught napping. So they decided to go around the outside of him and overtake him. So that was pretty easy by both of them, and their battle resumes as Sato is chasing down both Renault and Honda of Button and Fisichella. So this is far from over, to say the least, and seems this is going to be a fun race. It's already been a fun few laps for Takuma Sato, who's pretty much overachieving in this position. He should never have had the start he did, but he did have a great start. And now looks like with the type of Fisichella, there's a bit of contact, but there's a bit of a chance again. Fisichella's left the door open, and no, they're not through. But here we go as we go into the final turn, and he's easily got past. Fisichella broke way too early, and that is 5th place in the bag for Takuma Sato. And next is Jenson Button, but Jenson Button's going to be pulling away because Honda's straight line speed is better than the Super Aguri Honda. Looks like, I think with Super Aguri, we do have a year-old engine. I'm not too sure about that. I don't think they did have the year-old engine. They might have, but they're very slow because they're the newest team in the F1, and Toro Rosso is as well. But Toro Rosso has a better package compared to Super Aguri anyway. But let's try and get the result that we can. We are currently in 4th place with Jenson Button sitting in 3rd. So that's good on Jenson Button to at least get a podium and chase down Barrichello and whatnot, who's pretty much ahead of him in the championship. But so far so good, as we are chasing down Jenson Button here. And we are 1.5 seconds behind Jensen Button, and we have developed a 1 second lead over Montoya. So a bit of breathing space, but not too much breathing space, because Montoya is still behind us. As we do skip to the lap where we are scheduled to pit, because nothing really happened as Jensen Button, as you can see, has gotten away. But he's in third place, Michael Schumacher second, and Alonso first. Massa is the one that pitted, that's why Button got promoted to third place, because Massa was in the pit lane. But Massa will easily regain those places back because, well, you know, he did have a well extended lead over all of us, because I was ahead of Button, and Montoya has come back inviting himself to try and overtake Sato, but no, he did not get ahead of Takuma Sato, because Takuma Sato defended very well. But I can see Sato going in the pit lane, as he's this is his scheduled pit stop. Montoya's likely going to stay out, since he probably will want to get ahead of the Super Aguri. And Sato is diving into the pit lane. Is Montoya? The answer is, I don't think so. We shall see. The answer is no, he hasn't. He stayed out. He stayed out, and he's ahead of Fernando Alonso, actually. So, yeah, Alonso has probably dived, is about to dive out the pit lane, and Montoya has just still overtaken him. Well, we're about to enter our pit box, as the Super Aguri boys are waiting for Takuma Sato. As here we go, and that was a bit slow at the back, but that's okay. Not all is lost, but so far our pit stops are very good. Apart from the one where we had the fuel hose stuck in it, and I think that was Canada we did, actually. But out we go, and 8.8 seconds is pretty solid, and we are Keller. Are we behind Barrichello? The answer is yes, we are. We just got behind Rubens Barrichello, so we did lose to Barrichello, so that's a very big shame. But Barrichello did perform the undercut on Takuma Sato, so fortunately for us, we lost the place, but we are 11th and still in contention of championship points, because there's still people in front of us that are yet to pit, so we're still in contention here for the championship points. I still think probably we're aiming for at least 6th place, but likely we've been jumped by a lot of people in the pits, so yeah, hopefully we do perform well in this brickyard, because for us to get 15th on the grid, I was a bit disappointed. But for us to get the start we did and end up in 4th place, that was insane. Even though me and Montoya did collide, I probably would have gotten more places if Montoya didn't, if Montoya let me go. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm not really going to dwell on that, because there's still 8 laps left to go, and anything can happen in Formula 1, from retirements to whatnot. And I said retirements. I hope none of them happen to me, because for Christ's sake, I've had too many retirements. Most of them being engine failures, which is very annoying actually. But that's okay. We just pitted, so that is our slowest lap, because that was our pit lap where we came out of the pits. But there's 7 laps to go, and Montoya has in fact pitted, and he got ahead of us. So yeah, we've lost another position. So looks like I said our aim is 6th place. Looks like the best place we can probably get is 7th now, and that's probably ahead of Montoya. So yeah, not all hope is lost, but so far we are getting 1 championship point. Unless retirements happen ahead of us, then we can probably pick up more points, which will be very good for our championship, because we are battling Toyota and Yano Truly in the constructors, who are only 7 points behind us. So yeah, we do need to pick up the pace, because they do have the better package and a better car than us. So yeah, we got to definitely get the maximum. So we are chasing Montoya, hoping that we can get something out of this, but I don't think we will, because Montoya's just got a superior car. But I'm never the one to give up. I'm always going to try and get the maximum, and seems there's a yellow and orange flag, so there is some sort of debris out somewhere, and we've passed it, so it must be behind us that it happened, the debris. But either way, I think there's a retirement actually. Probably that's why. There is a retirement somewhere. And I think that is McLaren. Or is it a Williams? No, it's a McLaren. And that's Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen's race is over. Yeah, it's Kimi Räikkönen, I believe, that's retired from this race, because Kimi Räikkönen was behind us, actually. Now, behind the battle between Coulthard and Trulli. So Kimi Räikkönen is out, but we're going to skip with 5 laps to go, because nothing really happened between laps 8 to 9. So we are at laps 8 to 10, sorry, my bad. So yeah, we're on lap 11 here, and there is a retirement up ahead. Someone stopped. Who's that? That's a Renault on the radar. No, it's not Fernando Alonso. It's Fisichella. He's out. Yes, it is Fisichella because Fernando Alonso is actually in front of Michael Schumacher. So, yes, I did look at the race delta just in case. I wanted to go, oh my God, it's Fernando Alonso that's out. But I had to look at the map quickly and realize that Alonso's ahead of Schumacher. So, no, it's Fisichella. So, it's a retirement for Fisichella. He's had a real bad season since his poor finish in Canada and whatnot. So, yeah, unfortunately for Fisichella, his championship hopes has pretty much faded away and became obsolete. Yes, Fisichella is no longer in the championship hunt. It's going to be between Fernando Alonso and the two Ferraris, so that battle should be interesting, but he still can contribute to the Constructors' battle, but not today as he is out of the Grand Prix. His hopes of scoring points have plunged into the depths of despair. And Fisichella is out. With 4 laps to go, we are in 7th place and 2 championship points in the bag. But we're only 3 tenths ahead of Jarno Trulli. So this fight is far from over. We could either be leaving with 2 points or 1 because Trulli is going to be persistent. But we are on the penultimate lap here because we skipped it because nothing really happened between laps. Contact between laps 11 and 12. This is laps 12 and 13, sorry, I'm getting my laps mixed up, but I do apologize. But yeah, we are on the penultimate lap, and Fernando Alonso and Fernando Alonso, Michael Schumacher and Felipe Massa have all started their final laps. So yeah, we're well behind. We've been well off the pace. They've been doing 1 minute 13s and I've been doing 1 minute 14s to 15s. So yeah, I'm at least a second or two off the pace. See, look, I'm about at least over a second off the pace each lap. So yeah, this was a no contest between me catching up with the front runners. But for me to be in the position I'm in, and whoa, wheel spin on the final lap, my goodness, and Jarno Trulli has seized the opportunity. But he had to slow down, so it looks like Sato will get the better acceleration into this turning because Trulli had to slow down, otherwise he would have made contact and probably would have been out of the race. So yeah, that's a very good thing that he evaded, and that's invited David Coulthard into this battle. We all know Trulli is 8 tenths ahead of David Coulthard, so Trulli's point scoring position is out, it's under wraps actually. But Fernando Alonso has won the race, Michael Schumacher is second, and Felipe Massa has crossed the line for third, and that is not a Honda. That's my teammate that's crossed behind him. So yeah, he's finished the race with a lap being a lap down, of course. But in 4th place will be Jenson Button. And right behind him should be Rubens Barrichello for 5th place. And in 6th place will be Juan Pablo Montoya. And we are entering the final start-finish straight. And we're truly having the highest speed and straight line speed. Will he catch up on time to get 7th place? The answer is no, because Sato is ahead and he's got 7th place. This does feel like a win considering we started in 15th place. So 2 championship points added to the Super Aguri team and 2 championship points added to Sato. Fantastic. And there's a point to Trulli as well, so that's also a great thing for him. But yeah, this was a great race actually, great action. And Montoya had colourful language to Sato, but hey, it is what it is. He did finish ahead of us once again. And Martin Brown was going to tell us about the analysis of the United States Grand Prix.
Problems of 2005. Indianapolis has hosted a fantastic race here today. It's been a credit to everyone involved. The fans attending the circuit today have been treated to a great race, and they look very happy. A far cry from the scenes of last year. But this is exactly what F1 racing in America needed. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back in familiar F1 territory at Manicourt in the heart of rural France. I hope you'll join us then. Goodbye for now.
Thank you, Martin. Seems the next race is in Manicourt in France. I've not raced around that track since 2007, since I last bought this game. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting race. And Fisichella, Kimi Räikkönen and Mark Webber were the retirements. Barrichello has moved back into 4th place after scoring, and Fisichella finished pointless, while Montoya has moved down to 7th after Button scored more points than him. And Räikkönen officially is staying on 17 points, so his miserable season continues as he's well off the pace this season. And Montoya's picked up while he hasn't. But everyone else hasn't scored here, so everything's not changed much here. But let's look at the Constructors' battle as Ferrari extend their lead to Renault to 6 points, while Honda move away from McLaren after scoring more points than them, and Super Aguri extend their lead over Toyota to 9 points. So after scoring one more point, then truly we've extended the point to one more point. So that's a good thing for us, and we are still hanging on to that 5th place in the Constructors' Championship. But yes, as I said, this will go up before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix because of the fact that this will be uploaded in the morning, and I'm very excited to come back to Manicourt for the first time since 2007. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm rusty at this track. Will I probably enter this without any practice? I probably will, and to be honest, I think the Sato career mode or World Championship for me is practice for me to probably do a career mode out of this game. But anyway, this is enough from me because I'm going to watch the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and my prediction is Ferrari will win, and I think Sebastian Vettel will win as he's on pole position. And I do hope the Force Indias do step up because I am a mini Force India fan. So yeah, I hope they step up. But anyway, this is SamuraiT-X signing out, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Formula 1 as we will go to Manicourt in France. Later everybody, take care. SamuraiT-X is signing out. Goodbye.